Many of you use ChatGPT to help with writing, ideas, and research. I have noticed that some people generate a large amount of text in ChatGPT at one time and then try to paraphrase it using tools to remove AI detection. But even after that, AI detection tools still sometimes flag the content as 100% AI written. Then you may end up spending several hours trying to fix it, so instead, why not spend a little more time while creating the content in ChatGPT? I will give you some simple tips. You may need to put in a little effort, but trust me, it will save you from spending many hours later trying to remove AI patterns from your writing. The first rule in using ChatGPT or any AI content is, do not take very general content in one time. And in research especially, do not use direct ChatGPT content. Instead, try providing ChatGPT with article content that is directly related to your topic. For example, first enter your topic, such as nurse manager role and healthcare policy implementation, into the search bar and then add the words Google Scholar so that you can retrieve only Google Scholar articles. Then open relevant articles. I can see keywords like participation of nurse managers in policy making and nurse managers play a crucial role in bridging the gap between policy directives. So, I think these are related to my topic. But if you are confused and do not know if these articles are related to your topic, then please watch the video above where you can get ChatGPT prompts on how to confirm if articles are related to your topic. Then on ChatGPT use this prompt, write 2 very long paragraphs only using the given articles. Write specifically related to topic like nurse manager role and healthcare policy implementation. Also add support with specific explanations, findings, concepts, and examples only from the given article. And if you are using 2 or 3 articles, you must tell ChatGPT to use citations so that you can identify which content is from which article. Then you can give citations of the exact article like I did here. Use Article 1 and Article 2 in the form of citations. If you are only writing from Article 1, then use Article 1 in bracket. If only writing from Article 2, then write Article 2. Then mention Article 1 and copy the whole article and paste it in ChatGPT. Do the same for Article 2. But remember, if you think the articles are very long, then do not paste the whole article. Only paste the findings and discussion sections. Now ChatGPT created 2 paragraphs according to my instructions. You can see it mentions Article 1 and 2, which can help you give exact citations. Now copy the text and use a tool like QuillBot. You do not need any fancy tools. Remember, if you complete this step correctly, you do not need to spend several hours later removing AI content. Before paraphrasing, we will make some changes, like removing some words like as highlighted in article. Then, instead of Article 1, we need to add a citation. So, copy the DOI. Paste it into my bib, create the reference, and then copy the citation and add it here. After that, remove all the parts that ChatGPT mentioned, such as Article 1, from the paragraphs. Repeat the same process for Article 2. First, create the reference and add the citation in the paragraph. For example, instead of saying Article 2 highlights that, use the real citation here. Then remove all words that mention Article 2. Also remove the last sentence, because it is basically a summary, so we do not need it. Now paraphrase it. You need to make changes manually. Think like this: if you wrote it yourself, would you use these words? For example, the word bridge seems out of context here, so I would change it to a more suitable word. Also, split some long sentences into 2 sentences. This has a strong effect on reducing AI detection. For example, I changed it makes them here. The word integrate also seems too technical here, so I would change it to include. By following this procedure, I will make more changes. For example, here I will separate this sentence. Instead of writing limiting there, I will change it to it limits their influence. Instead of effective, I will use good. I think this sentence should not start with since, so I will rephrase it in a better format and remove unnecessary words where the meaning stays the same. For example, I will remove the word unique here, and I will also remove the word close. I think instead of influence, the word shape will be better. Again, I will divide this sentence and make it a separate sentence. Instead of participate, the word engage will be better. I will rephrase this last sentence into a better form, like evidence shows that nurse manager. I think this form is better. Instead of the word strength, the word improve will be better. And instead of long term, the phrase future will be better. I will repeat the same process for the second paragraph. Remember that these are not rules. You can make changes according to the context of your paper. For example, this is related to healthcare and nursing, so I understand the context, and I am changing synonyms that I feel will suit nursing and healthcare-related papers. You do not need to do complicated things, just change some synonyms, especially words that repeat often, like influence, effectiveness, structured, and other general words that feel repetitive must be removed or replaced. Sometimes it happens that ChatGPT repeats the same words, like starting sentences with nurse managers. So you must change that. Try to start sentences with phrases like evidence shows that. Findings show that, researchers argue that, or in contrast. These manual changes make a big difference in reducing AI detection. After making these manual changes, I checked it with a tool, and it showed an AI score of 0. Remember that you need to use a different article when you generate the next content related to your topic. For example, when you generate the next paragraphs, do not use the same articles again. Instead, use different articles each time. You can also use ChatGPT to search for relevant articles related to your topic. Please refer to the video above to learn how to use ChatGPT to search for Google Scholar articles. Always make manual changes, remove overly technical words, and add citations. Then you do not need to worry about AI content flags.